Wasted so much freaking time. Yeah, because it's like says rate something. Hey guys. Not sure if you guys can see me or not. So, we've had technical difficulties today. The devil been busy, but it's okay. I'm Shantae with Okay guys, so you know we were supposed to start at 7 o'clock. It is now 7:36. We had a lot of technical difficulties, but I'm here and we're gonna talk about what we want to talk about and we're gonna get it over with. Me, Shantae B, I'm starting Girl Get Your Mind Right. So every Friday and Monday, we'll do a live broadcast and we'll talk about just different topics that either I talk about with my friends and my family, or sometimes I'll do a poll with you guys to see what you want to talk about. But for me, the reason of this is there's a lot of things that need to be addressed and discussed, and we never address or discuss them. It's just different things that we need to talk about. So tonight's topic will be, I did a poll yesterday on Facebook, by the way. So in my poll, I had 3 topics, and this is the topic that won for the night. And that topic is miscommunication, or lack thereof, is one of the main causes of failed relationships. So the reason I wanted you guys to tune in, I'm definitely going to get my output, my input, and I want your input as well in regards to what you think about the situation. Feel free to comment if you have any questions or any remarks. These are just my thoughts. Doesn't make them right. I'm not opposed to you commenting as well, so chat away. So a little background history about me. And I say a lot too. You guys know that now, right? It's okay. So little background history about me. I am a serial entrepreneur, single mother of 3 beautiful children. I run several businesses, but what's most genuine to me is this. I've been supposed to launch it, and I've been putting it off, but we're gonna launch it now. But the reason that I brought this topic up, because I'm always talking with my friends, we have these talks like every day, really, to be honest. This communication went up is because I've watched myself, like either me going through things or just listening to friends, giving them advice on different situations that's going on in their life. But in the past year or two, I'm learning to communicate more. I believe I'm a pretty good, effective communicator. Definitely can still work on some things, but I do believe communication to any relationship, and I'm not just talking about like relationship-wise intimate, I mean like friendships, children, whatever it may be, communication is needed. Lack thereof, there will be death. It's like oxygen. We like need it. But anywho, so in the past 2 years for myself, you guys probably thought I was going to talk about like intimate relationships. No ma'am, not today. I'm talking about friendships and sisterhood and things of that nature. I've actually lost 2 good friends of mine. And when I sit back and think about it, because I'm always thinking and like, okay, what did I do? Could I have done something different? What was it? And the common thing that keeps coming up for me is like the communication. Like we as people sometimes will feel some way, or someone can do something to us and we won't say anything. Like we'll be like, and for whatever reason, maybe I don't want to hurt your feelings, or maybe I don't want to offend you, or whatever it may be. However, whatever happens, you don't say anything. It never gets addressed. And then things like blow up, and before you know it, it's like throwing a whole bunch of stuff in a closet. And you see the movies, like everything in the closet, then the closet busts open. Yeah, things explode, and then sometimes we can't say words, take things back. So you have to be very mindful with the words that you use. Anywho, with communication, I just feel like you have to communicate. If someone does something to offend you, or someone does something to make you feel some type of way, it's okay for you to tell them. You need to tell them so they'll know. Like, sometimes people are so wrapped up into what they have going on, and not even saying wrapped up in a negative way. Like, they're human. They don't know what you're thinking. We're not mind readers. I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what you're thinking. So I would never know how I made you feel because it's your feelings. My next thing besides that is with great things, like communicate and tell people you love them while they're here. Don't wait until, I'm sorry, I'm reading comments. Don't wait until they're not here, or don't wait until something happens and you feel like you're gonna lose them to tell them. Like, people love to hear like, I love you. People love to hear like, you're doing a great job, whatever it may be. And I know we do have, like I said, I know we're kind of late, so I'm trying to, you'll see me go to my phone a few times. I'm just getting people on actually to find out where they are, because they probably came and I wasn't here, but I'm here. I won't be late next time, I promise, guys. So just bear with me. I'm gonna put on a little music or something while I'm doing this, so it's not like just real quiet. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go to Facebook and just say, are you guys on? Are you guys logged in? Yeah, and I dance and do stuff like that when I'm doing things like eating or excited about something. And I'm excited about this. This is major. Like, I was like freaking out. I'm like, I can't get on to these people, and we're starting at 7 o'clock. Are you guys logged in now? But I guess my question to you guys would be, how effective or non-effective do you think communication is, or what are some of the reasons that you don't communicate? Like, as I said, I know for me, a lot of times I don't say things right off the bat is because I don't want to offend. Sometimes, depending on what the situation is, if it's something that I think is going to go negative and not like in a positive way, I won't say anything right away because I don't want to. For one, I believe in that like cool off period. Like, don't say anything in the heat of the moment. Emotions will get us in trouble every time. Let's see. Hold on. Are you guys tuned in? Oh, there. Hey Tiff, thank you. That makes me happy. Anyway, so no, like, one of the things for me that I know when I don't communicate, it's more so like, okay, let me think about what I'm gonna say first before I say it. And sometimes that comes to never, and you're like, oh, it's okay, it doesn't bother anything, but it does. Like, when you feel some way, you should always let your loved ones know that you feel in some type of way, because before you know it, it's the snowball effect, and yeah, it'll be just a hot mess. It's a mess. Thanks, guys. So I said, what was the first question? The first question was, what are some of the reasons that you don't communicate? And if not, why? I guess I should say that. Let's see. Give me just a moment. Oh, I see myself. That's funny. Hold on. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting everybody on. That was late. So let's see. Let me think of something else. See, I thought this was gonna go a little different, but it's not. So y'all just bear with me. I said, and I know I'm like super late, so I'm sorry. I guess, okay, so let me go. I went to that, the non-communication in that area. I guess my next area would be telling someone. I'm normally really bad with, I used to be, I'm not, because like I said, I'm still learning and building, but I used to be really bad with telling people how I felt. So for me, I will wait until, like, don't wait until something happens. Like, just, people love to hear, I love you, you look good, whatever it may be. Tell them how you're feeling. Let me see. So we have Tiffany says, it takes me time to organize my thoughts into something that makes sense when I'm upset. And I also like to be deliberate about my communication so that I may limit any communication. Yeah, that's true too. Okay. Yeah, so I'm kind of the same way when it comes to that. And the question was, again, for those maybe just tuning in, for those just tuning in was, with communication, what do you feel are some of the areas that you don't, or no, not even areas, but why don't you communicate? So like, if you feel some type of way about a situation or someone, why don't you address it? Because as I stated previous, when we don't address them, things happen. Whether you realize it or not, you either start feeling some form of resentment, or you think someone did something to you and you're taking something personal that the other person doesn't even know that's going on, and they're living a life and not knowing they're affected. And the whole time you walking around feeling some type of way, and the other person has no idea what's happening or what's going on. So to answer that, Tiffany said that she needs time to organize her thoughts and communicate, so she can communicate and be deliberate about her communication so there's no confusion. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I teach my kids, like, when you're upset, don't respond at that moment. So I totally agree with that if it's something that's upsetting me. But sometimes, I'm sorry, I'm going to say what the next response was. Sometimes it doesn't always have to be like a bad thing in regards to why you didn't say anything at that moment. So let me see. Naima said that she just says it straight off the rip. She don't care. She don't have time to wait, because we either gonna be friends or we not, or we gonna be together or we not. Let's see. Okay, so that's true too. So I totally believe in, because the people who know me, I speak my mind. I don't have a problem with speaking my mind, but sometimes what happens is when you're upset at that moment, your delivery may be off. You know what I mean? So for me, sometimes I postpone my delivery. And what ends up happening is we either never deliver it, or either maybe, I know in the past for me, like, I want to talk to someone, but I'm a face-to-face person. I'm not really texting. This new texting thing that we got going on is so great, but it turns things so bad. So I'm the face-to-face, and if I can't get you in your face, because I want you to know where I'm coming from, even though you should know I'm like such an awesome person and I'm coming from a good space. No, seriously. So I want them to see me and know, like, my posture, everything. I like to see people when I'm talking to them to know if they're receiving what I'm saying, because your body language says a lot. Hold on one second. Naima, you are my spirit. I cannot deal with you too. So I do, and I have in the past. It just depends on the situation. I definitely think you should communicate and let someone know. You shouldn't wait too long, but I also don't think, like, in the heat of the moment, if it's something like kind of touchy, you should say something. You should say something right away. That's the thing. Give me just a second. So let me think. What else? Relationship wise, we talked about, I guess I should say intimate wise. I know in the past I used to not say anything to my significant other because oh my God, it could have been various reasons. It depends on which relationship we're talking about at this point. But know that people are not mind readers. You know what I mean? Like, no one can read your mind. You have to effectively communicate. Like, when I talk to my kids, I tell them all the time, like, use your words. Use your words. People don't know what you're thinking. Like, I can assume, but assuming can go, it depends on the person who's assuming. Like, I don't want to read your thoughts. I just want to hear it. Like, what's wrong? What's up? What's going on? I just feel like miscommunication has ended so many relationships, whether they're intimate relationships, sisterships, business ships, whatever, just any ship that involves you to, talk to someone else. And I think like the common thing is, I don't know what you're thinking, you don't know what I'm thinking, etc. You guys kind of get it. So I wanted to do this tonight to kind of hear body language is important, because you can read a lot about what is unsaid and how a person's body is positioned or what they do with their arms, eyes. I know, and I'm just moving around doing all that, but that's definitely true. But no, so like, I guess I should say, in intimate relationships, my biggest thing used to be I had to say what I wanted to say, and I didn't think about the other person's feelings. Like, well, I'm just gonna keep it real with you, and I'm gonna give it to you cutthroat. And it took some growing, and I had to learn that there's a fine line between real and rude. So like, yeah, people need that realness, but you have to be very careful, because it can come off rude, and then especially when it's something serious or something that you want to change, people naturally go on the defense, so they can't receive the information that you're giving them. Therefore, nothing gets done, nothing gets fixed. So you just have to be mindful with that. Like, definitely get your point across, but just think about it before you say it. My biggest thing is, how would I feel? Like, what I'm learning to do is, with all my relationships, I think about how I would feel if that person did that to me. Or came to me or said that. Like, I find myself more and more every day like, okay, so let me think about it. If I was that person, how would I feel if I would have said that to that? Like, I put myself in the other person's shoes, and I know it sounds cliche, but it's very real. You have to think about it. Like, think about when someone comes to you, especially if it's a problematic situation, you're naturally going to be on the defense. That's natural. Like, human nature, you like, protect. I didn't do it. What's up? So you just have to be mindful, and on the flip side, you have to be open to receive information too, especially from your friends, your family, your people who you value, your partner, that you value their opinion. You should know that, things are not coming from a bad place. Let me see. Okay. So I guess my next question to everyone would be, do you guys even feel like, because I didn't used to care, like, communication with any relationship. I never even thought about the communication. I was just thinking about working the relationship. Do you guys feel, because that's just my personal opinion, do you guys feel that communication is an important part to any relationship? As I said, intimate, sisterships, friendships, business wise, do you guys feel they're important? And if so, why? Let's see. It took me, so the funny thing is this, for those who know me, you guys know what I mean, but for those who don't, and I'm new to you, I once upon a time was I'm gonna tell you how it is, and this is what it's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you straight whether you like it or not, and and I know what I'm talking about. You can't tell me nothing. Know it all. So sometimes, even now, I'm still overcoming with people who know me. Like, new people, they receive it because this is who they're meeting. But people who know the old me, they are naturally on the defense because they think that I'm gonna come how I used to come. And like, that girl is like dead, not arisen, she's not here anymore. So when I come, what I've learned to do, even with my friends, when they call me with situations, I'm like, am I supposed to listen, or do you want me to respond? Or do you want me to give you my advice, or do you want me to just listen to you? Because sometimes too, when people come to talk to you, they don't want you to say anything. They just need someone to listen and be there for them. Let's see. I'm so late, I couldn't figure out how to respond. No, you're fine. We actually started a little late. I had some technical difficulties, but we're up and going, Tarina, so you're good. But what was I saying? That's me doing my interludes. It's like the middle when I can't. I'm getting my mind together, y'all, so don't judge. But yeah, no, so you have to, I tell people when I know it's kind of like touchy, like a touchy topic, I'll be like, you know, what I'm about to say to you, you know, I want you to, this isn't coming from a negative place. This is coming from a place where I want us to build off of this. Because like I say, naturally people get a little defensive or whatever. I mean, even I have to check myself sometimes too. Yes, I think it's important, but honest and transparent communication is critical, because communication can be full of lies and craps. It's hard to get. Yes. Honesty and transparency, they are critical things with communication. It's just kind of that fine line. I just feel like I don't want you not to communicate and not say what's going on, because like seriously, people can't read your mind. And I also realize that common sense isn't that common, because while you may know something, someone may not know that. You know what I mean? Like, we learn through our experiences. So maybe they haven't experienced it. Or I've also noticed that some people don't live in their truth. Like they live on what they want to believe, not what's really happening. So you just have to learn how to communicate with those people. Because I communicate, even with my children, I communicate with all three of my children different ways. Different people communicate, you know, they receive different. We all receive things differently. Let's see. So I'm supposed to last about 30-45 minutes. We got a little more time, a little more time left. Do you guys have any questions or anything for me that you guys want to ask me by any chance? I know I'm gonna get better with the ums. That's the first thing. I'm doing that to myself. I was gonna do it again. It has to happen. Sorry, guys. But yeah, no, seriously. Communication is like so important. Take it from a person who, as I said, I've gained great relationships because I've learned how to communicate. I have not always been an effective communicator. I have not always known how to express myself. Hell, to be honest, at one point I probably couldn't tell you what I wanted because I didn't know what I wanted. So that's a whole nother topic. That'll be another day. But yeah, so you know, it's a growing process, and the goal of these videos that I'm doing or whatever is so we can grow. I want us to grow. I want us to be able to talk about things, do this roundtable discussion, and address the issues that we're having or that we're dealing with, because we need to. I just look around. I'm so grateful and thankful for my circle and the people that God has blessed me with to talk to, because we could talk about everything from communication, which is important, business, which is important, to the, you know, the not so important things, but the fun stuff that we like to talk about. But I'm just blessed to have that. But what I do know is a lot of people are not fortunate. Thank you. But a lot of people are not fortunate enough to have that. A lot of people don't have sound-minded people like around them. They don't have that around them, and they don't know how to deal with certain things. And I believe that a lot of things that are happening in our communities, just in life, within our households, are due to lack of communication. Like, people don't know how to say how they feel. People don't know how to tell you, you hurt my feelings, you hurt me, or I felt this way when you did this. Or on the flip side of it, you did this, XYZ, whatever it is. Just learning how to communicate, because just always going to something as if they don't know. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying, I don't like repeat offenders. So that's a whole another topic, another day. But if it's, you know, you're dealing with something, you definitely should tell someone how you feel. Don't expect them to know. You know, I'm a victim of it. Sometimes we get in our feelings and in our emotions, and we like, well, they know what it is, and we know because it's us. We got to stop taking things so personal. And it took me to lose a few people and gain some great people to come to this and realize this. But I'm here, and I want you guys to grow and go with me, and go on this journey with me. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Like I say, the goal is to have a place to come converse. I used to hate when people said that word, so I'm going to say discuss, ingest enlighten each other. And just, I like to know what you're thinking. I like to know how their mind works. I've always been curious. My mom said, like, curiosity killed the cat. You heard that? I'm like, well, I ain't dead. So it's okay. No question is a dumb question. Literally, like, even is my question dumb? No, it's not. So feel free, chat away. Let me know whatever questions you have, what topics you guys want to hear about. Follow me on Instagram at Girl Get Your Mind Right. That's my personal page. Feel free to drop me if you're on Facebook. I'm Shantae Billups, but we also have Girl Get Your Mind Right. And I'm giving you this information so you can follow me. And, you know, if you have any topics, or say you're going through something this week that you want to talk about, because I say everybody don't have people to talk to, you know, feel free to go ahead and let me know what that topic is, what that situation is, and we'll address it and go from there. As I said, I am a serial entrepreneur, so I do have a women's lifestyle boutique. Men, I'll one day get to you. If you're watching, don't start messaging me talking about what about the men stuff. You guys can follow me on social media for that too. That's at Luxury, and that's Lux Shoe, SHOERY. I call it a lifestyle boutique because we have everything for you there, from fashion to fitness, and we just started a plus size line, which is super dope. I can't wait for those photos to drop too. Yeah, I'm doing shameless plugs right now, so it's okay or whatever, don't judge. But yeah, communication. Each week when I do these things, I will leave you with something, and I guess what I'm going to leave you with this week is practice effective communication. Besides practicing, I know it sounds like, oh, so simple, but seriously, practice. If there's an issue, if there's a friend, a family member, a loved one, whoever it is, you know, life's too short. Communicate. If you feel some type of way, let them know. They're not mind readers. And just be mindful of your words. Before you speak with someone, ask yourself, if I spoke to myself in that manner, would I like it? How would I feel? And that way you'll kind of know, you know, we know. We'll be like, oh, I didn't know, you know, when you were being a little rude. And you just got to, you know, kind of be real with yourself. But address it. This week, I want you guys to communicate with your loved ones. That's the first thing. But what I also want you guys to do, I got like this fake cold. It's like we fighting. It's like it's trying to come and I'm battling it or whatever. But besides learning how to effectively communicate, I want you guys this week to I'm trying to think, because that'll be two things I'm giving you. But no, seriously, my little gem that I'm gonna leave you guys with, my challenge, and I guess I should say, is for you to reach out to a loved one and tell them how you feel about them, whether good or bad. It don't always have to be bad, but I want to address the bad, because most people know how to deal with the good, and that's a great thing. But a lot of people don't know how to deal with the bad, and I'm teaching my kids right now as well, like, you're not gonna always get along with the people that you love, and that's okay. You just respect each other and you push through it and work through it. I want everyone to just live this stress-free, great energy life, positive PVO only. So we're gonna get our minds right. It starts with us. We gotta work on ourselves, but we're gonna do it. And some days you're not gonna like me, because I'm gonna say some things that you don't like, because I had to deal with my ugly truths. Everyone has to deal with them, and some people don't know how to deal with them. This is the Girl Get Your Mind Right journey. I appreciate everyone for tuning in to my first one. We had some technical difficulties, but we did it. No, devil, you will not win. I rebuke you. We won. Anyway, I'm silly. You guys will see that. And I just love life and want to live and be drama and stress-free. Don't we all? We all say it, but do we really want it? I want it. And I want that for you guys. So, anywho, I'm going to sign off. I appreciate everyone for coming. Oh, thank you. I tried. You guys enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Be safe. Communicate. Not in a bad way. Okay. Bye, guys.